everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to film a personal plan with me and my week on 4-page inserts from So Much Crafting. And I didn't get one of these up last week. I did film it, but I just did like a little sped through because I was so sick and like I couldn't really talk. And I decided not to upload it just because it's not really my style. There's Colby sneezing. You'll hear the printer going. I'm mass printing right now, but it just really wasn't my style, and so I decided to skip out on it. But definitely back in it this week, and I'm going to be using this adorable kit. This is the Everly kit from Simply Watercolor Co, and it is just this really gorgeous pastel Christmas kit. And I'm so excited to be using it. And this was actually gifted to me by my sweet friend Jennifer, the owner of Simply Watercolor Co. And I am so happy. So let's go ahead, excuse me, and get started. It does come with some really gorgeous foiled washi, but I don't think I'm going to be using it this week, only because I need space for my today section. So I think I'm just going to use a little bit of, what is on this? I think I'm just going to use a little bit of the Simply Gilded Bow washi in the pink. I didn't use this for a while. I gave it a little break, I think, just because I felt like it was, you know, so popular. But it's popular for a reason because it's beautiful and I missed it. So I brought it back. But today is actually, we're late to the game. Today is actually Wednesday when I'm filming this, which is really stressing me out because I think I've told you guys, I hate to be behind on my planning. It's not even just filming, like it's planning. I use my planners, like these are very functional for me. And so being behind has significantly stressed me out. Sorry, let me make sure my phone is on silent. So it has really stressed me out, and I'm trying very hard not to like panic about it. But I'm gonna try to film this one and next week's today because I want both done. Because that's just who I am, and I just worry, and I like to have like a plan, you know what I mean? And I like to know what is going on. I do want to say make sure I don't forget to let everybody in California know that you are in my prayers and my thoughts. If you are affected by the fires in Ventura, and now in San Fernando, as well as down in Bel Air, I'm so incredibly sorry. I can't imagine the stress that you must be feeling. I am praying for you. I'm praying for California, and praying that those amazing first responders and firefighters, that they're able to keep everybody safe and get this under control as soon as possible, because I can't even imagine what you guys are going through. So I'm praying for you. I am from Southern California, so that is my home. I grew up in Simi Valley, which is right outside of Ventura, and I was actually going to move to Ventura when I finished massage school here in Nevada. That was before I met my husband. So it holds a very soft place in my heart, and I am just praying for you guys and that it gets under control as soon as possible. Because that is heartbreaking. Like I said, today is Wednesday, and it has been a very eventful week this week. Can I just tell you? Like, by the way, this says, "Dear Santa," and it's crooked, but let me read it to you. It says, "Dear Santa, I would like planner stickers, bow clips, foiled washi, and crystal pens in my stockings. XOXO, a planner addict." So true. I could give that whole list to my husband. But anyway, I forgot what I was telling you. Oh yes, yesterday was incredibly busy. So I got my official conditional offer from the district, which was super exciting. And that just means that it's an offer for employment, but it's conditional on my background check coming back clean, which it obviously will. I just did a background check. It's so silly and stupid that you have to do it twice. I've already done a background check with the Nevada Department of Education, but that's through the state and not through the city or the county. And apparently they don't talk to each other. So now I have to do it again for the district, which is just so silly. So you pay once and then you got to pay again, and it's frustrating, you know, especially this time of year. Obviously I'm going to do it because I want the job, but it's an extra $60 that I had to go pay yesterday. And I'm like, man, that's a really nice Christmas gift for somebody, or 2 Christmas gifts for my kids at that, you know. So I was bummed, but you do what you got to do, right? I had to do it. I didn't really have a choice. Not that I didn't really have a choice. I didn't have a choice. So I had to do it. Let's see what I want to do. I always forget that her headers are, they are, what is that word I'm looking for? Color blocked. I knew you guys were saying it in your head, yelling at me, Tiffany. I think I'm going to use the to-do along the top, and then I'm going to use these foiled headers. I believe these are headers. Yes, across the middle section. And I'm just going to try to keep the colors together as best as I can. I typically screw this up, so we'll see. But yeah, so yesterday I went down and got fingerprinted, and that was cool. So I got my conditional offer. I sent that in. I signed it and accepted it and sent that in. And then I actually got a call from my principal because I had mentioned in my interview that my husband has his degree and license in special education, and they're looking for a resource room teacher, which is what he wants in elementary, so it would be perfect. However, and she was like, I've never hired, you know, a married couple before. She's like, but this was really sweet. She said, you know, if he's anything like you, I think he'd be a perfect fit, which made me feel really nice. And I told her, I actually think he's better than me because he just has this way of talking to kids. I can't explain it. It's what makes him such a great dad and such a great teacher, and why special ed is a perfect fit for him, because he can connect with anybody. It's actually what makes him a really great massage therapist too. So, but we did some talking about it last night, and because it's an early start school and we have to be there, like my contracted start time is 7:11 in the morning, and my kid's bus doesn't come until 8:30. So we would have to drop them off at what's called Safe Key, which is like morning childcare at their school. And we'd have to drop them off at like, I don't know, 6:30, and they'd have to be there for 2 hours before school started. Like that's not okay. To me, that's not okay. I know there's people who have to do it. And if we had to do it, we would. But there are, fortunately for him as a special ed teacher, he's got so many options out there. Like schools call him on the daily. So it's not like he can't find another option that better suits, you know, our time frame. That's a later start school that he could go in later, and our kids wouldn't have to go to Safe Key in the morning. So we're trying to figure it all out. And if they do have to go to Safe Key, oh crap. See, talking and I screwed it up. If they do have to go to Safe Key, that's fine. I just would prefer for them not to have to go at the crack of dawn. But we'll figure it out. It, like I said, there's a lot of options for him as a special ed teacher, especially a male special ed teacher. There's a lot of options for him. We're in the process of refinancing our home. I don't know if I told you guys that. I think I did. I feel like I told you that before. But we're in the process of refinancing our home, and so if you know anything about being a homeowner and loans, you cannot, it's hard to get a loan, and you typically can't get a loan if you have like a career switch. It's one thing if he just switched spas and stayed a massage therapist, but as a career switch, it makes things a little bit more difficult. And so it would be best for him to stay in his current career until the refi is done, which should be in January, and then go from there, which is all a bunch of adulting talk that you probably didn't want to hear. But we're just really excited that the hiring freeze is over, and I was more worried about getting a job than he is worried about getting a job. That's still crooked, but I'm ripping paper. Because like I said, as a special ed teacher, like he's gonna have zero problem getting a job. So, okay, let's do our sidebar really quickly. Do I have sidebar headers? I do, okay. Let's go ahead and use a piece of washi. And I'm just gonna use this like pretty thick one, because I don't really need much of a sidebar. It's already Wednesday, so I don't really want to track anything in this planner, because we're late to the game. It's kind of pointless at this point. I mean, I could do it for the rest of the week, but I didn't really want to. Okay, what am I missing? I'm missing a weekly box. I swear there's a weekly box. It's not here. It's not here. Aha. I promise you guys, I am not typically this flighty, but my brain isn't all there right now for some reason. I don't know why. I think we'll just put a little bit of deco down here because she always has such adorable deco. So let's put this little typewriter just because it's so dang cute. That's like a staple in her kits. And then we've got a bunch of this foiled deco. I think we'll put a gift and some ice skates, and then maybe we'll put the little bow over the this week. Man, that is crooked beyond belief. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, I'm just gonna be done with my sidebar, and I'm just gonna use it for dinners. And that'll do. Okay, let's go ahead and get into our day by day. So Monday we had dance, and it was just a super heavy work day for me. I'm going to use this adorable quarter box and a Clever Gal Crafts bow to put in. Mondays are ballet, and that's obviously her fave. Oh, Colby's getting a drink. Might be a long one too, because he hasn't gotten up to get a drink in a while. Was that all you got, bud? Oh, he's stretching. And then for the work day, here he goes. I'm warning you guys. It's going to be a long one. Okay, that was probably a lot of mute going on because he was being really loud. The other thing that I did, I'll fill in my to-do list because I don't like to have a blank to-do list, so I'll fill that in off camera because I don't really remember what else I put on there. Tuesday, which was yesterday, Michaela had dance, and then we had 3 square, which was so excuse me, so amazing. Like, hands down the best time I think I've ever had while serving. And I've served a lot. I've done Habitat for Humanity. We've done Ronald McDonald House. I've done serving at my church. I've done serving at shelters. I've done a lot of serving, and last night, hands down, it was the best time I have ever had, and I cannot wait to do it again. So 3 Square, I think I told you guys before, is 3 Square is a program here in the Valley. Let me just put I'm just going to use this little foiled gift right here, and I'm just going to write 3 Square at 5:30. So every year, the Girl Scouts, we always do some kind of give back, and sometimes it's money donations. Sometimes it's our time. Most of the time it's our time. We've actually only done a money donation one time. But it is so fun to give back and to teach our girls about giving back. And it's really, really great. So 3 Square is our local food bank. And I can't really write and talk at the same time, so let me just tell you really quickly. It's our local food bank. I don't remember if I told you in my other planner video or not, but and a food bank is where all of the food that goes to any of the pantries or churches or anything like that, that's where all the food is housed. And then that bank gives the food to the other pantries, the food pantries. And so what we did was we participated in what's called the Backpacks for Kids program. It is a food program where kids in need get a grocery bag full of food that includes 2 breakfasts, 2 lunches, 2 snacks per day, so 4 snacks, 2 milks, and a juice. And they get it for free. And they don't have to qualify. The school, typically the counselor, unless the school doesn't have a counselor for some reason, but it's 99.9% of the time the counselor who figures out which kids are in need, and then 3 Square provides that food on Fridays, and then the counselor gives it to the student, and the student has it for food over the weekend, because if you are unaware, hunger, 1 in 4 kids in the United States suffer with hunger, and it's a huge problem. I know we're always, you know, in our face about what we can give to other countries, and unfortunately, a lot of times we forget about all the needs here in our country, and hunger is a huge one. And so this program is so fantastic because there's kids who only eat when they're at school. And I don't know about you, but that's a problem. Like, that does not sit well with me. So knowing that these kids have some place where they're going to get food every week and they're going to get food over the weekend, it really, really makes me happy. And over the summer break, there are schools that will get food from 3 Square that will open up their school every day for lunch, so kids can come get food over summer break. So it's a really, really great program. Anyway, I just went on and on and on, but I think I made my point. I think I made my point. So we did that last night. We filled bags. I'll put in some pictures for you. I'm so sorry the camera cut off, but I basically was just saying that we took a little live video, so I'll put that in so you can see like the crazy awesome, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, really? When you are in a line and each person does a part, I can't think of the word, I had it earlier. Anyway, while I was rewatching to see where I left off, I just put in, we have Cub Scouts tonight, and then I filled in my to-do lists and then some of the dinners we've already had and that I already have planned, because I don't like to have empty to-do lists. So Thursday is tomorrow, because we're so late to this game. Oh my goodness. And tomorrow we have dance. We were going to go to story time, but we're not going to do that because I just have too many orders to get caught up on. I'm trying to get all of my orders done this week. I know there are people who are waiting for Christmas things, and I want to get those out like immediately. So I'm not going to do anything this week but orders. So, you know, the kids understand. They're going to go to Mimi and Papa's and have a great day. Have fun. They always do. They'll probably take them to go see Santa, I think. The only other thing we're going to do that day is we're going to IKEA because my in-laws are buying my kiddos new dressers for Christmas, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to put this little shopping cart from Planning World, and I'm just going to write on here IKEA because we are going to do that in the morning and then probably have a little breakfast there and then do a little shopping, and then they're going to take the kids so I can come home and work. And then Michaela has point in the evening. She was supposed to go see Wonder tomorrow with her class. They're actually not able to go anymore because apparently it's PG-13 and the school district put a big old kibosh on that, which is kind of a big fat bummer. I'm actually really bummed out for her because we didn't go see it. She, like I said, I told you guys before, she read that book so many times, and we didn't go see it when it came out because I'm just putting in here that I need to do orders and answer messages. But we didn't go see it because she was going to go see it with her class, and so she's really, really bummed out, which I 100% would be too, so I get it. I'm bummed for her. I'm going to go ahead and put in payday on Friday, which is always a bonus. And then I don't know what else we have going on Friday. Probably a whole lot of nothing. Saturday, we have a lot. Saturday, we have Girl Scouts in the morning, and then we have the Cub Scout party at night, which I am really looking forward to. It's like a wine and cheese party, which is always my jam. So let's use this little Christmas tree on the movie marquee. And I'm just gonna put on here Cub Scouts party at 7. And I'm really looking forward to it. I already have my babysitter coming over, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then earlier in the day, we have Girl Scouts. I'm gonna use a strip of washi, and I'll probably just put it right up here on the top too. And let's just use the little car. And this is for, we have a Girl Scout meeting. Girl Scouts at 9 to 11 a.m. And we're going to be working on finalizing all of the details for our Bronze Award. If you're familiar with Girl Scouts, it's a really big deal that we're trying to get finished up. And then on Sunday, we just have church, which we have got to go to because we have missed a couple